God's love is like a river, constantly flowing, always refreshing. You are loved by the God who created the universe. God's love is anchor that holds us steady in the storms of life. No matter what you have done, God loves you. God's love is the greatest love of all. In your darkest moments, remember that God's love shines the brightest. God's love is unconditional, unchanging, and unfailing. God's love is a love that never gives up on you. You are not alone, for God is with you, loving you very step of the way. God's love is the antidote to fear and necessity. God's love is the foundation of a meaningful and purposeful life. God loves you not because of who you are, but because of who He is. You are masterpiece of God's love. God's love is the key that unlocks the door and to true happiness. God loves is like a light that guides through the darkness. You are cherished and treasured by the God of all creation. God's love is the source of true peace and contentment. God's love is the barrier that connects us the eternity. You are loved beyond measure by the God who knows you intimately. God loves is the melody that brings harmony to our lives. You are valuable in the eyes of God, and His love for you is immeasurable. God's love is a healing balm for the wounds of the soul. You are never too far gone for God's love to reach you. God's love is the heartbeat of the universe, pulsing with grace, mercy. You are loved with a love that surpasses human understanding. God's love is a gift that keeps on giving. You are the apple of God's eye, precious and dearly loved. God's love is the foundation of hope in a broken world. You are embraced by the arms of a loving God. God's love is the thread that weaves the fabric of our existence. You are a reflection of God's love in the world. God's love is the compass that directs our paths. You are loved with a love that is higher than the heavens. God loves is a fire that burns away from our fears and insecurities. You are chosen and loved by the God who knows you by name. God's love is a fortress of strength in times of weakness. You are forgiven and loved with an everlasting love. God's love is the foundation of true humility and compassion. You are embraced by the wings of God's love, finding refuge in His presence. God's love is a beacon of hope in the midst of despair. You are cherished by the God who formed you in the womb. God's love is the answer to deepest longings of the hearts. You are surrounded by the unconditional love of God. God's love is the source of our identity and worth. You are engraved in the palm of God's hand, never forgotten, always loved. God's love is the fuel that propels us to love others. You are a vessel of God's love, meant to share it with the world. God's love is the foundation of a life filled with purpose and meaning. You are loved beyond measures, more than you can compare, by the God who is love. God's love is the melody that turns the chaos of life into a beautiful symphony. You are a precious gem in the eyes of God, loved with an everlasting love. God's love is the compass that guides us through the twists and turns of life. In God's love, you find acceptance, grace, and the freedom to be yourself. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by God's love for you. God's love is the foundation upon which all other meaningful relationships are built. You are embraced by the warmth of God's love, a love that never grows cold. God's love is the barrage between our brokenness and His perfect wholeness. In God's love, there is no room for judgment, only room for redemption. You are loved in the present moment, not for who you were or who you will become. God's love is the guiding star that leads us out of the darkness.